Skål gutta!
Skål! Skål!
Hello and welcome back for another edition of Tipsy Wednesday, an original podcast presented from the Penthouse Bar. With us, as usual, our host and editor, Bjørn!
Hello, hello.
Our host and in-house villain, Junior!
Hello there.
And our host, a social media manager, Thomas.
Hello! Yes. So, how have your weekend been?
Oh, it's been fabulous, tell you.
Fabulous?
Feeling super productive.
That's good.
Keeping up with my training regime.
Good.
So, yeah. How about you guys?
I've been really lazy this weekend.
You gotta have some weekends off.
Yeah.
That's what weekends are for after all.
I got my hand out of my ass and actually watched the last James Bond movie.
Hand out of your ass.
Yep.
Yep.
I've been meant to watch the movie for the longest time and I just haven't gotten around to it. So now I've seen it. I also started Invincible, the show on Amazon Prime, which Junior recommended a while back. And I've been doing some social media stuff for our Norwegian podcast. So, there's that.
Yeah. Junior, how's your week and weekend been?
Well, Friday is now nothing to talk about, is it? Because
Why?
we did this podcast, the Norwegian edit. Saturday I drove to our buddies, rent a car, my own car, and that was the day.
Productive.
So productive-ish.
It's
Making
important.
podcasts and fixing your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it should almost be done. Almost.
You should just sell it and buy a new car.
Yeah, yes, I should. But not today.
Not today.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I was really lazy today. I've only been sleeping and doing nothing.
Yeah, I slept
as
in
you
today
should be
as
on
well.
weekends.
I know
Oh, it's
Easter is coming up. Actually, the holidays start today as of the release of this episode.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I will use the next couple of days before this episode release to actually clean my house and whatnot.
Yeah, you and your cleaning
Obsession.
regime.
Yeah.
Cleaning obsession.
Yeah. I clean my house regularly, but I have two bigger cleaning sessions. It's like for Christmas and now for Easter I basically do the whole clean up to the summer and whatnot, where I move every furniture and wash behind everything and just the total work.
I should do that as well. The most common
Yeah.
thing I do is like vacuum, and it's shameful
it
to say,
should
but
be
it's
the most common thing you do.
yeah, it is the most common thing I do. But I should bring the mop and soap. That should be a more common thing. But is that a single guy thing?
No, but you
No,
could
it's a guy
do
thing.
you could do the easy mopping and just buy those that's finished that you just put on the mop, and you just
Oh yeah, the
and you
one-time uses.
yeah, and you just clean your floor around everything and don't move anything. Just wash around.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
like
just do the speed mop.
Yeah, the cat wash basically.
Cat wash.
Yeah.
I don't know if that translates really well.
No, it
That
doesn't.
means
It's
the
an-
same
it's
in
on-
English.
It's a Norwegian saying. For when
It's
you-
the shortcut wash.
a
If you
shortcut
wanna.
wash. Yeah.
The standard for every man.
It smells clean enough.
Yeah.
It smells clean. I just usually have a bucket with water and green soap. Just stir it around a little bit. Place it in a couple places in my house, and now it's clean. Yeah, it smells clean.
It smells
yeah.
clean. You just have buckets of wash water
Uh,
hidden in strategic places.
I basically do the version I said when I'm not cleaning everything. I just vacuum clean the house, and then I just use the one-time mop and just mop the easy places.
The single-use mops.
Yeah. Just to do the easy wash. I do that fairly often, but this week I will do a little bit more out of it. Also, I'm having the kids this Easter, so yeah, do some fun stuff. Going to the cinemas, among other things.
In Eastern,
Yes.
is anything open at that time? Just ask.
Yeah, the cinema is open. So we will be watching the new Sonic 2 movie. We will also do the usual Norwegian things, like going for a hike in the woods and eat oranges and stuff like that.
Is that a Norwegian thing? Eating oranges or
During Easter, yes.
During Easter, yeah.
Yeah, oranges. The Norwegian edition of the Kit Kat chocolate called Kit Crunch. Yeah, everyone is drinking Fanta and a couple of other sodas, which are yellow.
And hot cocoa, which you are not a fan of.
That's right. They do that.
You're not even a fan of it. You're disgusted by it.
Yeah, but my kids drink it, so yeah. So we will do that.
At least they got some education.
We will also be going to the playgrounds to throw frisbee and play some basketball and whatnot. The old
You ever
game.
bring your kids to disc golfing? You mentioned frisbees, but disc golfing.
Yeah, they have their own disc golf bags and discs as well.
Yeah.
So I've had them at the course, but it's long and it's hard for them. So it took super long to complete the rounds last time. So I'll be buying them some new disc golf bags, because the ones they have now is just it's a small bag where you just have the one thing over your shoulder and you carry the bag.
Oh.
And my daughter didn't like that because she had like the going over here, and it kind of scratched against the neck when we walked in the woods.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it sounds like a cheaper bag then.
It's a really
like
cheap one, but I will buy one of the cheaper just backpacks for disc golfs or discs, as it were. So yeah. They play disc golf sometimes, and we also have one of the baskets here at home, so we usually take that with us down to the playground, and we throw some discs there and see who hits the basket the most. I suppose we'll also be having some movie nights and whatnot. So.
Maybe I will do the Thomas thing and clean every fucking. I
Ooh.
spend a couple of days just to clean.
Yeah, but you have a girlfriend now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she can help you clean it and go faster.
I don't want any help.
Hmm?
I don't want any help of cleaning my own place.
Oh, me neither. Actually.
Okay.
I will put on some heavy metal and I will do it all by myself.
Oh,
and I will
by myself.
And I will complain really hard and really loud to myself.
I also play rock or metal when I clean my house, or I will listen to an audiobook and just be in my own little world.
Yeah, zone out.
Yeah, be cleaning on autopilot.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't like audio books when I'm working or doing something that needs my attention other than driving.
Well,
because my driving is mindless.
Does cleaning require a huge amount of concentration and attention?
No, but I need a lot of concentration and attention when I'm cursing.
Okay. You do you.
You do you, mate. You do you.
I will do me and it will be clean.
Fair enough.
And my neighbors will hear it and they will complain.
Yeah, well. So, yeah, Since last time I've been at the doctor's office.
Again? Yeah.
Yeah, last time I just told you I would go to the doctor.
Oh yeah.
No, I've actually
But
been.
I mean, like the continuation
Yeah,
of
yeah,
this
yeah.
doctor
part
story.
10, but it will not be the last part, and then this one will be a short part. Because I went to the hospital to the specialist, and he had this long stick with a little light in the end, and just shoved it up my nose, kind of like the COVID test thingy, just further back.
Oh damn.
And what he told me was, the wall between your, in the middle of your nose.
Nostrils. Yeah.
It's fan a shave.
Thin?
Skewed.
Yeah, skewed maybe, yeah, to the one side. So that's one of the reasons why I don't breathe normally on one side. But they said that we might do an like a 1-day operation thingy, and it takes an hour or so with local anesthesia and whatnot. But we'll not do that right now. We will test some medicine at first.
Okay. How
No,
would
the skewed wall we will not do anything with. That's
okay?
the whole day, and they have to put me to sleep and everything to fix that.
Yeah, because I was going to ask how would they do that as a simple procedure?
I have the cyst. That
Yeah.
in my sinuses, yeah. There's the removal of that. But he didn't mention that part of it. He said something else that will open up my nostrils more. I don't know the Norwegian words for it, so I definitely don't know the English words for whatever that was, but they would make me breathe easier. But until then, I have to clean my nose twice a day with salt water, and I have to...
Nice!
Yeah, and I have to use a special nose spray. And he wanted me to do this for a couple of months, then come back to see if that has helped, and if it hasn't, we will do the insertion. But I'm allergic to pollen, and in 2 months' time, that's at the height of the pollen season. So I'll probably be clogged up anyway, even if the procedure actually helps a bit. So I figured we have to do it after the pollen season. So basically I'm going back in October, November at some point. So that's almost half a year. So I have to clean my nose twice a day with salt water for half a year and use the special nose spray.
How do you go about that, to be exact? How?
They gave me a recipe so I can make my own salt water, if I so choose. But I haven't done it yet. But what I will do is go to the pharmacist and buy salt water spray to clean my nose instead of using
basically
that little,
nose spray.
Yeah, salt water.
Yeah.
Or you do the most common thing and don't do it and said that the procedure didn't work, so you need the operation anyway.
Yeah, of course, I will tell him I want the procedure because I don't want to clean my nose for the rest of my life twice a day with salt water to maintain regular breathing with my nose. But yeah, I will try it out to see if it helps anyway. But I can make my own salt water and have it in the tea can like thingy you put in your nose, and you just like let it go through your nose.
Yeah.
Or you just make it in your sink and you got this old bath water, salt water in the sink, and you just snort it out.
Yeah,
the straw.
He told me to use the tea can thingy or something else to just spray it up my nose. But I think I just do the easy way and just buy the salt water spray thingy and use that.
Well,
it's not overly expensive, so if it lasts long enough, I'll probably just keep buying them.
Okay. Well, I was just about to say you could, if it's just a salt water solution. Yeah. Then you could make that and use an old spray bottle. Just buy one of them and then use your own salt water solution.
Yeah, I can do that as well. Because it needs to clean just inside my nose and all the way in. So just inside also.
Yeah. It's nasty shit, you know?
It's nasty shit, yeah. But that's where we're at now. So in half a year I will go back to the specialist and he'll probably have to do the insertion anyway.
The never-ending story at this point. It's
Yeah,
part 10, you say?
This is part 10, if I've been counting right. Yeah.
I don't know when this started. Do you have any idea what your first?
Yeah, when was that? After last summer, at some point.
It could be a question for the listeners.
They probably know. Some of the listeners probably know.
Yeah.
But no, I can just scroll back in our memo list to see when I wrote down part 1 at first. But I believe it was around September last year or something thereabouts.
Yep.
So yeah. But as it's half a year until my next consultation with the specialist, maybe part 11 will be some random doctor's visit in between. Who knows?
Yeah, could be.
Who knows?
Oh God! Oh God! The dad jokes are strong with this one.
I'm a dad.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I think I'll be starting the Mandalorian soon.
What now?
I was just like, the dad force is strong with this one. Thinking of Yoda, Star Wars. So I was like, yeah, I'll be starting the Mandalorian.
Mandalorian is,
Probably have started it when this episode airs.
It's worth it. It's really good.
Yeah, I've heard. I'm just way late to this hype train.
I
like to don't follow the hype train and just do my own local hype train and be excited when everyone's forgotten about it. That's what I like to do.
Me and my daughter are a bit slow on the Book of Boba Fett show as well.
Yeah.
We have so
What
much.
you mixing there?
What?
What you mixing there?
Just some Coke and my citrus.
Your see-through bottle.
See-through citrus. So now I have ice cubes, Coke, and citrus.
Ah, well. Okay.
So yeah, nothing special. Bjørn, you wrote down warm seat. Or,
Yes.
Or ass to ass, as you wrote first. Because I noticed that, and it sounded...
Yeah, you did. You're like a fucking hawk looking at those topics. I just wrote it down, then immediately regretted that. And just 10 seconds later, I edited that note. But you still caught it.
I caught it.
It's like, because I was thinking, I had to take a shit during work, you know? So you go to the bathroom stalls in the wardrobe, and lo and behold, it's occupied. So what do? You just, you wait around until the fellow who's in there is done, naturally. And it's like, yeah, he just pooped. We both know it. And I'm going in there. I also have to poop. Sitting my ass down on the toilet seat, knowing he's just been there, feeling the warm toilet seat. You just get the feeling that he was just here. You might as well, this feeling might as well have been putting your ass against his ass. Because it's that close to being, it's too soon. You were there too soon after him. There has to be some sort of cool down period to be less, I wouldn't say awkward, but it's kind of weird just going in straight out one after
Are you
another.
high?
What? No?
I'm just asking.
Would you, so I'm asking you, would you prefer a warm toilet seat after someone's just been there? Or would you prefer a cold toilet seat?
Warm?
Well,
I will thank
okay.
the guy and say thank you for warming the seat, and I will go in.
It's nice to sit in a warm toilet seat, but it's nasty sitting on someone else's warm toilet seat or
Okay,
someone
okay.
else's warmed it for you. I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
At all.
So okay. So
Yeah, me neither.
if we are following Bjørn's logic here,
Mm-hmm.
Bjørn is going bare feet in his house, right? And I walk beside him, bare feet. It's the same as us touching feet. together and rubbing them like that.
No, it's
Yeah, it is.
It's quite different with
With feet and ass.
yeah. Feet are quite different than ass, by the way.
Yeah, there's a bigger market for feet fetish.
It is.
I don't
Feet are
know,
more
but,
popular than
just-
ass. Is that what you're saying?
Okay,
I
I
have
call
to
bullshit.
disagree
I
with
call
you there.
bullshit on
But,
that.
but back to the point. I was
Okay,
like, I don't
so
see
you
a comparison.
you lend your mate your phone. You have
Mm-hmm.
touched this phone. It's the same as you handshaking him, right?
No.
Yeah, because you just had it in your hand.
Yeah, but that's like shaking hands with someone who just was on the toilet taking a piss. Now you're a piss. Now you're touching his dick by giving them a handshake.
It's like the feeling of that person's warmth on another object, especially when you're taking a shit. Just plonking your ass or legs down on the toilet seat and feeling that other person's warmth. It's like,
Yeah. Thanks. I
Yep.
got the worm.
yeah. Okay, so you've no weird feeling about that. It's like
Depends.
I do it. It's like, I would maybe prefer if it was cold. It had a cool down period. Just
If
some
she was pretty.
weird logic.
But if she was pretty,
If she was pretty, then you would be in the wrong bathroom, mister.
At work.
it could be a shared bathroom.
So,
No, oh well, I'm talking about men's specific in the wardrobes. Yeah, so
Yeah, but it could be a shared, like a public bathroom, right? You got lots of them on work. And then you would just like look at her and say, yeah, thank you for warming the seat. Yeah.
Would you say that as you passed her
No.
going
if
into the
she-
toilet?
If she was a stranger, no. Hell
Or
no.
would you chase after her after the fact and go thank her then?
Oh, by the way, I'm just here to thank you for warming the toilet seat for me. It was
It
quite
was
lovely.
especially coming from you. Well, that doesn't sound creepy at all, mister.
then it's better to ask while you pass. Have you worn the toilet seat for me?
Yeah. Well, if she hasn't been warming the toilet seat at all, you have to question yourself, is it really she?
What?
She might not have been using the toilet. She might just have gone there to fix her makeup. It's hard to say.
Or snort some coke, like a normal person.
Snort some coke like a normal person.
There's that. There's that.
There's that, I guess. But yeah, Junior, don't you see the weird logic at all, or are you just playing the villain again? It's like I genuinely, I'm
Well,
curious.
if you can squat. You can do the toilet squat.
That's even weirder. I think if you're that afraid to indirectly touch someone else's legs.
I just giving you solutions. You can
Well.
do the squat.
Solution to a problem I don't I'm not fully panicked over. It's not like,
Well, obviously,
someone
since
was
you-
just here, I
since-
have to do the
No,
cool
since you
down
brought
period. I have
it
to
up.
wait.
Since you brought it up, I imagine it's a problem you think about every day when you walk to the toilet.
No, I thought of it as soon as I sat my ass down on that warm toilet seat. I was like, oh yeah, that's
And
right.
then you picked up your phone and wrote this down because you
No.
knew you would forget this.
Yes, that just looking on screen now for those who simply listening. There's a. Can we link this image somewhere in the description? Maybe it's a meme. It's a picture
I'll post,
illustrating
I'll post it on the Facebook group Tipsy Wednesday.
yeah.
Also on
It illustrates my thoughts about this.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
So.
So seeing that, don't you feel weirded out, Junior?
I haven't thought about it like this. And
Well,
if
I
you're
have.
in- Are you in a shit contest then? Of who is pushing the shit into whom? Like human centipede?
Okay, I just have to explain the damn picture now. It's a picture of two people going to the toilet, but it's one person sitting with his pants down, and another person is upside down, just his ass is touching the other guy's ass. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like you're sitting ass to ass up against each other
Yeah.
because the toilet seat is warm. So
Yeah, no, that's just nasty. I don't like the feeling.
yeah,
When I
somehow.
sit down on the toilet and it's warm, it's like, "Ah, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, there's some kind of weird logic at work there.
I also don't like
Junior
it when you're using a toilet at work or wherever, and you go into the toilet and it's like shit smeared inside the toilet.
No,
Oh yeah,
of course not.
like down in the
Yeah, down in the toilet.
porcelain,
Yeah, that's just shit stains.
yeah.
Especially if you
that's-
meet the person they're walking out of the toilet and you're going in and you just see that before you sit down. It's like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Clean the
Yeah,
toilet
in those cases, I feel the need to clean the inside of the toilet with the toilet brush before I use it. And if there's smears after me, I would have to clean it afterwards as well. Am I the only one? Am I weird at the bathroom? Am I-
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I also clean the shit off before I go to the toilet if there's shit.
Okay,
shit left.
okay. Great
Okay,
minds,
no,
great minds.
I don't do that. I just find another toilet. But I will clean my own shit.
It actually happened once at work. I had to take a shit, and someone went out to the bathroom or the toilet, and I went inside. And before I managed to close the door, they immediately dragged the door open and told me to get out. And they went inside and cleaned the toilet, and then they left again.
Wow. Wow. Well, they didn't think to clean the toilet.
No, because the person.
So basically they thought-
the person knew me, right? So they were afraid I would go in after them and see shit stains or whatever. And it was just like, fuck. It was
Wait.
And I told
Well,
them,
perhaps they learned to clean the toilet no matter who enters after them.
perhaps.
Perhaps.
That is a lesson everyone should learn. Clean the toilet
Yeah,
after you.
Common courtesy.
Yeah.
Else it's fucking disgusting.
Listen to that man.
Reference to the year-old meme video. You just seen that? No, maybe not. Nah, never mind. Someone will get it. I hope.
We are leaving you hanging.
Mother like burst into the bedroom of her daughters. Like somebody took a shit and didn't flush down. Fucking disgusting.
Ah,
She
yeah,
slams
that
the door.
one. The girl was recording something and her mother is
Yeah,
shouting.
the children. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, I've seen it.
Yep.
I believe everyone has seen it now.
One of the old YouTube classics.
Yeah.
At this point,
Who
some
has-
alarm went off.
Who has a virus on the
Sounds
computer?
it sounds like some sort of antivirus alarm.
Yeah.
Wow, I haven't heard that. Do you guys? You have an antivirus, Mr. Junior Villain?
Yeah, of course.
I don't.
Avast?
Why
Or
don't you have an anti-
AVG?
I'm just
Why don't you
asking.
have an antivirus?
Because with the security of the modern operating system, you're not.
It's right!
Well, depending on what sites you decide to visit, you are more or less likely to get malicious software on your computer.
I have an antivirus
You're
on my
susceptible
computer.
anyways, but in my experience, the if you're relatively smart about what you click on, it's not worth it to have an antivirus that more often than not slows down your computer more than it's worth. because some antivirus programs actually
What?
act like malware because they want to push notifications.
You're the anti-vaxxer of computers.
Of anti-vaxxer of antiviruses.
Yeah. Holy shit, man.
I don't feel the need for antiviruses anymore. They're more of a hassle now than it's worth, both in terms of computer performance and how antiviruses act now. They like push you notifications and do random scans that they really act like harmful malware in many ways.
Don't listen to this guy. He's advocating you to not have antivirus so that you can get a lot of viruses. Jesus Christ.
I post you a Linus Tech Tips video there where they're reviewing one of the newer antiviruses and describe it as a malware.
There are some
it's so
antiviruses
shite.
you
It's so shite.
shouldn't use, that's correct. But
Well,
you
a lot of them.
But if you're supposed to listen to all the experts, you shouldn't be using VPN either.
You shouldn't be using VPN?
No, because they're really not thinking about you and whatnot.
And they're a hassle, and they are acting like an antivirus. It's more like a malware.
No,
Does this sound familiar?
But someone,
You're putting words into my mouth.
Someone said
That's
that, and
not what
I
I
think
said.
it was someone from the government. You shouldn't be using VPNs. It's not safe. They said. So they're full of shit.
And the drug dealer tells you the drugs aren't dangerous or addictive at all.
Yeah.
Well, as someone who frequently goes to the ship, to the bay,
Okay, yeah.
both the English one and the Japanese one, it's quite nice.
The
to have,
English, the American, Swedish ship, and the Japanese cat.
As we so called them.
like that.
What the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing? I don't think it's an antivirus. I think it's a user problem. By the sounds of this, it's. I'm just.
I'm looking at something to download, right? And that is why I'm just navigating.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't while
Just
we're recording.
You don't have to do this now.
Bjørn.
Well, it brought us another topic, motherfucker.
Bjørn, can you do the timestamp?
I can.
Thank you. And then something will happen here.
Oi, come on then. Show us something new.
Okay, little man. Tipsy Wednesday presents Show and Tell.
Yeah.
Yes. Bjørn, what do you got for us?
I have.
Oi.
Well, I
Oi.
I have the cover of. I don't bother to show every component of this, but it is
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls, the board game, and this is just the cover of it.
The picture will be on Instagram and Facebook.
Because this board game has some really cool figures within it, because it's basically a board game interpretation of the game series, the Dark Souls game, and it's translated really well, surprisingly well, for how a video game would be interpreted into a board game with equipment and characters and whatever you. What do you have to say, Thomas?
What does the game say very often when you play the game, like the video game?
It's
I'm coming to that. I'm coming to that.
okay, yeah. What are you? What?
What does the game tell you a lot when you play through the video game?
It tells you this.
Prefer to die.
You died. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the first thing your game tells you when you open the box for the?
Yeah, that very note.
That
It's
very
just a
note, yeah.
blank note of paper. This is the first thing that greets you in the box. You died.
Yeah.
Because you'll fail a lot. Because the games are really difficult and this board game is really difficult. However, I wanted to show the mini figures that you play as in this board game. You play as these little guys. It's
Yeah.
just the symbols of your knights and your warriors and such and such. And you go through these different stages fighting monsters and bosses and play it very much like a role-playing adventure game. However, just in a board game. And you fight bosses such as like this. This is the Bell Gargoyle from the first game. It's like a really cool figure. And you could paint them as well, I guess, if you wanted to.
I'm gonna need so much from you afterwards.
Okay, I guess.
You have
And I
to
wanna
take a
show off
picture
one.
of the figures on top of the box, as well as give me the names of the figures.
Yeah. This is the Titanite Demon. It's not a boss within the game, but it's a boss in this board game. It's just really cool design on all of the things in this box and from that game, and it's one of my favorite game series of all time. And I guess the board game is really good as well. Well, I don't guess, I know.
It is good. We played it, the two of us.
Yeah,
we teamed up.
we yeah, because it's a co-op game where the players are against the game. So it's a really interesting twist. It's not the usual player versus player game, which you usually find in card games and board games and such. It's a
No.
cooperative game.
And it takes a long time to beat as well.
Oh yeah, it takes a fucking long time because it says on the box, it says estimated at 90 to 120 minutes. That's fucking bullshit. It's like-
Yeah, we had to just wrap it up one evening and continue the day after.
Yeah.
Also,
And we
I-
just played to the halfway point. didn't we?
Yeah. Also, I've asked someone at the comic book shop here who had played the game, and I asked him,
Yeah.
"Did you finish it within the estimated time?" And he said, "No." They didn't. They used quite a lot longer.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But yeah, it's
but
like
it's a good game.
it's a good game, cool figures, and mostly it's just been on display in my shelves, the figures themselves, because they're cool to look at.
Yep.
So
You only remove them from the shelves when you're playing the board game,
yeah,
which isn't that often, if I'm
yeah, no,
Not
no,
mistaken.
it's a huge commitment, time wise. So mostly display figures, display figurines. Yeah.
Yeah. Junior, what do you have for us?
Do you really want to go to me? Well, I guess you do, since you asked me.
Yeah.
Do you know we started the Waifu War?
The Waifu War?
Waifu War. When did you started a war?
No, because
Or did
Thomas
you
was
start
here.
a conflict and the rest of the world sees it as a war?
Yeah, because Thomas was like, "This is the most viewed picture on Instagram we almost have." What is it, Thomas? What's the most viewed picture on Instagram?
It's the picture of the three waifus.
Or is it Krisu? My waifu. From the Science Gate. Is it?
That was the.
I challenge you!
I'm
Look it up.
I'm now. Yeah, the number one picture, and I checked this yesterday, or the day before that, is the picture of the three waifus. The picture after that, lagging behind with only 5 likes or so, is your waifu, your figurine, Krisu.
And I will bring the war to an end with this waifu.
Asuka?
Yes.
From
Asuka from Neon Genesis
Evangelion.
Evangelion.
Yep.
This is the ace in my hole, in my card.
Well, you
Because
say
she-
she's a waifu. Is it just in looks, or because if we bring attitude into the picture, it's like
Yeah, of course you bring attitude. She's
that-
the
that-
original
okay, and
Syndra.
you call her okay. Well,
that is not Junior's waifu. It's a waifu.
No.
It's someone else's
It's the best.
waifu.
Yeah, it's a whole generation, and you can tag this with Evangelion 1+3, and a lot of tags can be used on this waifu.
Then I will
magic.
then I will need something from you after this podcast. The picture and the names I need to tag.
Yeah, of
And-
course, you
and
will get
then the
everything.
Same
yeah.
from you. Picture and names I can tag with it.
And
Um,
this will bring Tipsy Wednesday most liked Instagram.
This will
picture.
bring Tipsy Wednesday to new heights.
Yeah,
Asuna.
as a recording, I
Asuka.
still haven't posted the pictures from last week.
Okay.
I will do so before this podcast release. Then it will have been out a couple of days. But I suspect your oven cleaner won't get
Yeah.
hundreds of likes. But yeah. And that's an anime show and manga book, right?
Yeah, of course. Evangelion is an anime movie show. It's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
I also went anime related. We've talked about this at least on our Norwegian podcast. And I have multiple things, so I can do many tags. It's this. It's the Studio Ghibli movies.
Oh.
And this is one I recommend people to start with if they're not sure if they like anime or whatnot. Because it's a really nice, wholesome movie.
Whisper of
Whisper of the
The
Heart.
Heart.
You haven't seen it?
Whisper of the Heart. No, I haven't. I've only seen one Ghibli movie. I'm ashamed.
Totoro? My Neighbor Totoro?
I haven't seen it, but it's
That's a
famous.
Norwegian title, even.
Yeah,
Yeah, of
'cause
course.
I bought this in this one's in Norway. This one is also really good. Spirited Away.
Haven't seen it. I only seen one.
Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah, that's one.
I knew I had to have the movie you had seen with me here. But there's so many of them, and they're awesome.
My neighbor, Kiki? No. Kiki,
Kiki's delivery service,
Yeah.
I believe. And Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, and Whisper of the Heart.
Don't you have the most famous one?
I have more. I just pulled these
Ah,
ones
okay.
out of the shelf when I came here. Because I wanted to show something else, actually, but I couldn't find all the parts. So I will be doing that next week. So,
I believe it's common knowledge that Princess Mononoke is the best.
Princess Mononoke, yes.
Really?
I have that also over in the shelf, yeah. I have many of these movies. Many of the old ones and some of the newer ones. But that's not for kids, though. Princess Mononoke.
No.
I think it's for teens or thereabouts.
But
But,
all of these ones you showed are like suitable for kids. of all
These
ages.
are very suitable for kids. These two especially are good family movies, I would say. And I suppose Junior does not agree with me with this one. This one as well, and it's based around a Japanese myth, actually. Or maybe not a myth. I believe actually kids were disappearing in the forest, and it was some murderer or something who took the kids. Or
I haven't seen it,
Sounds
so-
grim.
yeah, but
Okay.
in this one it's a forest spirit which the kids hang out with. They do not disappear though. Well,
Okay. Well,
or just for a little while hanging with him, but nothing more. This one is the more romantic, just realistic, wholesome movie out of the series, with a girl and a boy falling in love and whatnot.
okay.
So it's a really nice movie. So, yeah,
I'm pretty sure
Studio
we
Ghibli.
all mentioned Studio Ghibli in some of our very first episodes.
Of
Yeah, of
Tipsy,
course.
or just podcasting in
I
general?
know
Because we-
our podcasting in general.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I know in episode 2 and 3 of the Norwegian podcast, we mentioned Studio Ghibli as like an entry point to anime for people who are not sure or people
Yeah.
who believe they do not like anime. Studio Ghibli will give you an animated movie which you will appreciate. Almost guaranteed, whoever you are, there will be a
Mm.
Ghibli movie for you. As these ones, you can watch them with your whole family and kids and whatnot. So yeah,
righty.
that's this week's show and tell.
Yeah,
Wowee.
anime, and games. How surprising!
anime.
It's what we do.
We're not nerds at all.
No,
no.
Ah.
So yeah, Bjørn, you have written down the private browser. What is this?
Oh yeah, I felt like that. No, it didn't quite fit in with our earlier. Well, it would when we were talking about the Swedish bay and the
Japanese cat.
Japanese cat. Do you use the private browsing function on your browsers?
No.
The incognito.
Yeah, the hidden mode or whatever the browser the manufacturer, the programmer choose to call it.
No.
No?
I do notice some people do it at work on the computer, which everyone uses, but no.
Because I still do.
On your
I
own-
won't use antivirus, but I will use incognito mode.
on your own computer at your own house where only you use your computer.
Yeah,
You will use the incognito mode.
like I'm gonna search this sex toy or something, but I don't want it to get logged, so I feel safer.
So you don't think
really
that
don't.
Google don't log
Yeah.
it anyway?
But it gets logged anyway. It's just a thing of habit, I guess. Ever since my teenage years, when I was searching for naughty stuff, it has always been in the hidden mode, hidden web browser mode.
Y-
That
yeah,
just sticks with me.
You should do that when you're home, when you're young, when other people have access to the same computer. That's what you can use it for. To believe that
Yeah.
the Google do not log it. No.
Oh yeah, your traffic is logged everywhere by both your service provider, by your search engine, by the sites you're visiting. And lo
Yeah.
and behold, you get ads customized for you based on your recent internet activities.
And saying
Wonder
that,
how that happens.
I hope I never meet anyone who works at my service provider who have seen my logs or whatnot.
Uh,
Just nod and say hello.
Yeah,
hello, fellow cultured man.
Do I have good taste or bad taste?
Hopefully he nods and approves.
No, but look at this. If you you hook up with this girl, you start dating. It turns out she works for the company that provides your internet, and she somehow connects your name to some logs she's seen or something.
Hmm.
Eh,
Yeah.
don't want
I was
that.
thinking on a more like personal level, like if she then caught your info and your name on some search term or whatever. Well, firstly, I don't think the provider is supposed to have access to that information, but they do.
Someone do at the very least.
yeah.
Not everyone who
And-
works there, but someone.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of problems with this, but yeah, but I just like realized I shouldn't, even though I'm it. It doesn't really matter for me. It's just a thing of habit. I just use it. when I realize I'm gonna search for
Do-
the Swedish
do-
bay or the Japanese cat or whatever.
Oh, you don't use it while jerking off, do you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So this is ingrained in your command gen.
Yeah.
you-
Yeah.
If you don't use this, you won't be able to come. try it normally the next time you're about to jerk off. Do you feel dirty? Do you feel like someone is watching you?
Do I
Tell me.
feel exposed?
Do you feel exposed?
Do I get an extra kink out of it, knowing that everyone knows?
Not everyone.
The same
Wow,
people we
that's-
know regardless, because no one else is
Yeah.
using your computer at your house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have anything more to say about that.
Well,
Just,
then let's finish off with on the topic of watching stuff. You know,
Watching what now?
You know, watching stuff. You know, Warner Media, Warner Bros, HBO.
Yeah.
Okay, are those under the same
Yeah, it's the same. Warner
home
Media,
box office and
yeah.
Warner Media?
Warner
Okay,
Media
Warner
owns
Brothers.
Warner Brothers and whatnot.
Okay.
And there's Discovery Plus, it's a service. They have TV channels and whatnot. They are merging into one unit.
Okay.
You have no experience with the Discovery Plus, I take it.
No.
No, not a whole lot, other than the TV channel where I used to watch reruns of Mythbusters.
Yes, because in Norway, Discovery Media owns some of our TV channels, like Max, TV in Norge and whatnot. And the app here in Norway also has every show from those channels available in the app, and you can use the free edition to watch all the shows, which I do. Me and my kids use Discovery to watch shows from the TV channels, some of the comedic shows and whatnot. But now when they're merging, it might be good if you get everything Discovery owns over on HBO Max or whatever new app they will design for the merged product, because that's not clear yet. So it might mess up our HBO Max apps or accounts,
Oh,
and it might be more expensive as well.
fuck, that reminds me. I think I have an HBO Max subscription running, but I haven't downloaded it on my new phone. Oh,
Yeah, you should do that.
I should do that and check if I have an HBO subscription just running that I'm not using.
You know you have one. You just saw Euphoria on HBO, right? That's just a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
What? Don't I have it on my...
And
I don't have it on my phone.
And you should be
Fuck.
watching Peacemaker as well
Yeah.
after you watch.
I have HBO Max. I
series.
just haven't added it to my...
Watch the new Suicide movie and then go and watch the Peacemaker show.
Yeah.
Because that's funny.
Yeah, the intro especially. It's just like, whoa, what the fuck is
It's
this?
super nice.
Yeah, it's entertaining to say the least.
It's an eye catcher.
Yeah. And it's but as far as I haven't seen the show, but as far as I've understood, it's not a super serious show by any means.
No, it's fun.
It's not-
I haven't seen
just
everything,
fun.
so keep the
It's
spoilers.
entertaining
low.
and it's fun.
There are a couple of cool cameos to look out for.
Okay.
Also, one of the actors in the show is the guy who played the T-1000 in Terminator 2, the movie.
Robert Patrick.
Robert Patrick, yes. He's in it. But, is that everything for this week?
Well, it feels like it.
then that's everything this week. I have video editing and stuff to do as well before I hit the bed, so
Oh yeah, time flies.
yeah.
Yep.
So we'd use this ending to tell our fans we're grateful to have you. If you would like to support our work, follow the link below. If you want to support Ukraine, and especially the kids of Ukraine, there's also a link below. And I will remind every one of you to follow us on our social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, join our Discord server. For those who are not watching this on YouTube, follow our YouTube. For those who only watch this on YouTube, go listen to us as well, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Cheerios.